Hello, beautiful souls. If comfort was to be in one dish, then it's definitely going to be in this delicious, yummy Cameroon-styled okra soup. Did I just say okra soup? Yeah, that's how we call it in Cameroon. But I know every other person knows it as okra soup, but we call it okra soup. So if you're looking for that easy, comforting dish that you can make and your family would love it, then you have to stay tuned to the end of this video because I'm going to be showing you how to make this delicious, yummy okra soup from beginning to end. By the way, if you're new to this channel, my name is Rabia and this is Rabia Unfolded, where African warmth meets global flavor. In this channel, we kind of share very easy, delicious, cozy meals that you can easily recreate at your home without any problems. If that sounds like your kind of space, then don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell button so you don't miss any of the cozy recipes I share every week here. And to my returning subscribers, hello, hello. Hope you guys are doing well here. Thank you so much for always coming back. You have no idea how much this means to me and to Rabia Unfolded. By the way, for the ingredients I'm going to be using for this delicious, yummy okra soup, I'm going to be listing them in the description box below. So please do take your time and take a look at the ingredients. I'm not going to be stating them right now, so make sure you go to the description box below and look at the ingredients there. But for now, let's dive in. Let me show you how to make this delicious, yummy Cameroon-styled okra soup. Okay, beautiful souls, to start with, I love to boil my beef first because I'll be using the stock for this okra soup. So to make this beef really spicy, I'm going to be adding in some ingredients to it. That way, when I'm doing the actual okra soup, I'll limit the number of ingredients I'm adding in. So for the dried ingredients, I'm going to be using this seasoning salt right here, ground white pepper. Feel free to use any ingredients of your choice. Whatever works for you, you do you. Ground black pepper, just for that extra flavor, right? Why not? Smoked paprika, just to give it that different color. Like, look at that, beautiful souls. Regular table salt, but please make sure you're using the right quantity here because you don't want your sauce to be over salted, right? And here with me, I have some ground onion, garlic, and some green herbs that I just ground them together to give it that extra flavor. Okay, now that I have all of my seasonings in my beef here, I'm just going to add some water until it gets to like the level that's on top of this beef. Fill up your beef until the water is just a little bit over the level of the beef and you're good to go. My beef is ready to be boiled. I'm just going to boil it off camera and then we continue with the next steps. So I'm going to be using these red bell peppers, these onions, and then I have some garlics there already peeled and some ginger already peeled as well. Spring onions here, just a little bit of my leeks as well, just for those greens. So I'll go ahead and blend this off camera and then we'll move to the next step. Let me go ahead and slice my spring onions and my greens. Slice them according to whatever sizes you want. I'm just slicing them regularly, nothing special. Okay, now let me go ahead and slice my leeks. Feel free to add any green herbs of your choice, whatever works for you, parsley, celery, cilantros. But for today, I'm just going to be using these two. Okay, so I just love to keep my okras very green. So I'm going to be adding these vegetables to it. So this is spinach. Normally, you can add like fresh bitter leaves, but since I don't have fresh bitter leaves now, I'm going to be going with this very green baby spinach. It's going to work even better, trust me. Okay. I'm just going to slice them gently, not that much, because they're going to disappear anyways as soon as you put them in the pot, right? Okay, so now to the main star of the show, the okra. Did I just say okra? I really don't know how to pronounce it okra because I'm used to calling it okra. I'm going to slice it. So for this recipe, I'm going to slice it in just regular sizes. Then I'll go ahead and blend it, but I will not blend it to be too soft because I still love seeing those like okra slices in my final dish, right? You can slice them one after the other, or you can pair them. I like pairing them. And for these extra edges there, I just throw them away. I don't know why. You can still use them, but for me, just for my sanity, I throw them away. And this slicing here, beautiful souls, is just to help the blending process so it doesn't blend very smoothly, right? That way, as soon as I put it in the blender, I'll just blend them very quick to get that consistency that I want, and I will take it off right away. If you don't have a blender with you, don't you worry, I still got you covered. You can still do this without a blender, right? So another way to slice this without the intention of blending it, you just take off these extra heads like I do, and then you can just put like some little even slices in between just to make sure it gives you those small slices at the end, right? Then you take your time here, slice them into smaller chunks. So it gives you these very fine small sizes that you don't necessarily need to blend them anymore, but it will still give you that draw that we're looking for in the okra. Just to make sure that your okra doesn't like get so light. I always like to keep these thinly sliced sizes aside. And then when I blend the extra large sizes and put them in a pot, and I notice that my consistency isn't that thick or isn't the right consistency I want, I just add this extra above. So I always like to go with both. So I'm going to be setting these ones aside to use extra just to help my okra get the consistency I want. And then these other sizes, I'll blend them, but make sure I don't blend them to be very smooth. So I already went ahead and blended my bell peppers, ginger, garlic, and the onions off camera. I will go ahead, pour this aside, and blend my okra in the same blender. So just pour my stuff here. Then make sure I take out as much as I can. And then if anything's left inside, I'm okay. I'm going to blend my okra in it, and it will just give me whatever I want, right? Another tip that I use is just to like make sure I use my stock to blend the okra with. I'll pour that into my blender. Just enough to like crush the okra and not make it to blend too much. Cover my blender here, and then yeah, just crush it for a few minutes. And that's it, beautiful souls. So you can still see some greens. It's still crushed. And I have this extra here that I'm going to add it to it to make it like even better. This one's going to help give those okra crunchy taste. And this one is going to make it draw. Okay, now we're already done with our prep, the ingredients and everything. Let's go now to the main deal. Okay, beautiful souls. So to start with, I'm going to heat up my palm oil and move to the next step. I'm going to go ahead and fry this, my blend ingredients, and then move to the next step. I don't want it that much, just a little, just to give that base. Give everything a good stir and let it cook until it's fragrant. Okay, beautiful souls, like you can see now, my ingredients here, they're already nice and fragrant. You can tell from the oil that's bubbling in the middle here. So I'm gonna go ahead and add in my proteins. I'll be starting with my already boiled beef. For the beef, I like having these bones in it because it just gives this extra flavor and taste that I love in okra. You know, when you're eating okra and you're like enjoying the beef and you have that bone in it, it's something else. Try it and tell me, please. Next, beautiful souls. What's okra without cow skin, right? I'm gonna add in some and give it a good mix. So I have this beef stripe just to give that assorted proteins, right? We want to like have and enjoy all the proteins that we can in this soup here. I do have this smoked fish. I'll add this in and give it a good stir as well. I'm gonna add in the crayfish, give it a little stir, and then I'll add in my stocks. I'm gonna be adding in some dried bay leaf and some fresh thyme. Add in my stock from the beef. Let's let it simmer for like 5 minutes and then we move to the next step. So while I'm letting the pot simmer, I'm just gonna add in my seasonings. Okay, beautiful souls. Let's not forget a scotch bonnet pepper, okra with the cake, swallow. Oh, in fact, I don't even want to talk about it. But I'm gonna be adding this whole. I'll not crush it because my kids don't love the spiciness. So I'll just put it there for the flavor. And when I'm eating mine, I'll take it off and eat with it. I'm gonna add in my spinach just for that extra greeniness. You might think it's too much, but it's gonna disappear as we mix it. Same, the greens are all gone. Add in our spring onions, the leeks, and give it a good mix. Okay, let's add in our already blended okra here.
From my kitchen to your screen, little moments in between. Love is in the things I do. Every flavor tells the truth. From Cameroon roots so deep to the life I get to keep. Every story gently told. This is life, this is home. Rabia unfolded, where my world comes alive. African warmth in every bite, global flavor, real life, heavy enfolded. Simple moments fully shown, from my hands to your heart. Welcome home.
Okay, guys. So now when you mix your okra, you don't want it to cook too much, right? You still want to have that crunchiness from the okra and you still want it to be dry. So as soon as you mix everything and it's nice and fully combined, you can just let it sit for another 1 minute and your okra will be good to go. Just look at that, beautiful souls. Isn't this delicious? Now, remember I kept this already sliced okra separately. I'm going to add them now because I want to have that extra texture from this. And there we have it. Our okra is ready to be served. You can serve this with some gari, some water fufu, some semo, some wheat fufu, some plantain fufu, yeah, you can, or any other side dishes of your choice. Do let me know in the comment section below what is the favorite side dish you would love to eat this okra with. Feel free to serve your own okra soup in a beautiful bowl just like I'm doing right now. we have it, beautiful souls. Our okra is ready to be eaten. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share it with someone you think might enjoy this recipe, and don't forget to subscribe to Rabia Unfolded for more delicious and cozy recipes every week. So until next time, keep cooking, keep adding any ingredients that makes things perfect for you, and keep being you. See you again in another episode of Rabia Unfolded. Cheers. Now the moment of truth. Let me give this a try, okay? Swallow.
Where African warmth meets global
Let's try the beef.
flavor.